Okay, everybody, let us give Stacey a warm round of applause.
Okay. I'm Stacey D'Souza, and I'm here today to talk to you about the resume. Most of you think of a job interview, and that's the most important part of getting a job. But what you don't realize is the first impression that an employer has of you is your resume, because that's going to be what they decide if they're going to give you the interview. So it's really good to have a nice resume. And I found this quote on a blog that I had come across, and it said, "People make snap judgments about who you are within the first few seconds of meeting you. They do the same thing with your resume." There are 4 main steps to creating a resume. You have to you're gathering your information and organizing it. You're going to choose a format, adding style to it, and then proofreading it. So we'll start with gathering and organizing the facts. The first thing you want to do is gather all your contact information. You want to make sure that you have your name, your present address, or permanent address, your phone number, and an email address, because you want the employer to be able to reach you any way they want to. Next, you're going to do a qualification summary. That is, you basically summarize what you can do. And this is going to be at the top of the resume, underneath your contact information. It's basically it's like an attention getter. And it's going to answer the question, why should I hire you? So it's going to basically, if they're going to review your resume, it's going to be because of your qualification summary. It is optional because not a lot of people, especially students coming right out of school, have enough qualifications to do a whole summary. But it's very effective for people that have an extensive work history. So next is going to be your education. You're going to want to list all your training, certificates, and just any type of education that you might have, especially pertaining to the field that or the job that you're applying for. You want to start with your most present education, your most recent, and work backwards. You want to list the school name, location, what you received, a diploma, certificate, degree, the year of completion, and the field of study, and any honors received. Next, you're going to do your experience. So you're going to want to know what your experience is. You're going to start with your most present and work backwards. You're going to list the names and locations of all the organizations you work for, the years you worked there, your job title, and the duties you performed, and the results of those duties. Most employers are really impressed with numbers, like, for example, if your accounts receivable for some place, they want to know, what was your monthly, how much money you received a month, or how much you improved the position or something like that. So next is going to be activities and associations. This is really good for students because most students don't have an extensive work history. So you're going to list any organizations, associations, like student government, clubs, or community activities that you do. This is going to show that you are committed to something. And then awards and honors, any professional, academic, or formal recognitions that you receive, you will want to list on there too. Next, you have your special skills. And this is any computer knowledge, foreign languages, or technical skills that you may have. You would want to list on there too. And then references. Most people don't put names, phone numbers, and addresses of other people on their resume. They'll just simply put available upon request. So after you gather all your information and organize it, you're going to choose a format. There are 3 different types of formats for a resume. There's chronological, functional, and a combination of both. The first one, we'll go over the chronological resume. It's the most common resume. It organizes your experience around your job. You want to start with your most recent or present job and move backwards. And then you're going to list all the information about the company and the duties you perform. Next, you have the functional resume. It organizes your experience around your skills rather than a job title. It's ideal for students and those who have little work history. You want to identify 3 or 4 skills and then give 3 to 5 examples. Hold on. And then the combination resume is basically, it combines the best of both of those. Next, you're going to add style. You're going to use like bold-faced letters, centering where needed, and all that kind of stuff. And you want to show that you know a lot about word processing. So you want to do that. And then also the length of your resume, it doesn't need to be more than 2 pages. For experienced workers, for students and other workers, you want to stick to 1 page. Next is proofreading. Like everything that you write, you want to proofread it because you don't want to look like a retard when you misspelled something or use an incorrect word in a different place. Just some facts that I came across too is employers want you to keep it clean, your resume. They want you to keep it professional. They don't care if you're married or how many kids you have. And then also keep in mind that most reviewers spend less than 30 seconds deciding if they're going to choose a resume. And then just remember the 4 main steps are gather and organize all your information, choose the best format for you, add style, and proofread. And in the handouts I gave you examples of the different resumes and some reference websites that you can go to help build your resume. That's it.
Marcus, did you show her the 1-minute one?
Yes, he did, but
Okay.
I wanted to finish it. I'm sorry. How much time? A minute. Sorry.
You were. By the way, your face is really red.
Because I'm really
Okay.